Good evening to each and everyone, especially to our instructor, Sir Joy Tariga. Good evening, sir. And this evening, I'm going to discuss the topic entitled Part of Speech, the tenses, their definition, and example. Okay, so without further ado, let's gonna start. The first part of speech is noun. Noun refers to a person, place, thing, or ideas. For example, Gypsy is visiting Manila. Gypsy and Manila is a noun. Another example, Gilbindo is eating hotdog. Gilbindo is one of example of a noun. Let's proceed to pronoun. Pronoun is replace a noun to avoid repetition. For example, Ivan is hungry. She want to eat a dinner soon. So she is one example of a pronoun. Another example, Ariel and Jalbindo are taking exam. They are studying for the exam. The there is one of the example of pronoun. And let's proceed to the third part of speech, which is verb. Verb shows an action or state being. For example, Erica listened the music. Listen here is one of the example of verb. Another example, Ariel go to school. The good there is one of the example of the verb. And let's proceed to the fourth part of speech, which is adverb. Okay. So adverb describe or modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells how, often, where, or when. Adverbs often end in ly. For example, yesterday I walked to school quickly. So the word I walk there is the one of the example of adverb. Then another example, I arrived too early. The true there is example of adverb. Then number 5 part of speech, which is adjective. An adjective describes, modifies, or gives more information about a noun or a pronoun. For example, Gypsy is tall man. So tall is one of the example of adjective. State while ago that adjective describe or modifies a noun. Then another example, this is a tasty apple. So the word tasty is one of the example adjective because tasty modifies to an apple. Okay. Let's proceed to the sixth part of speech, which is conjunction. Conjunction joins the word, ideas, or phrase together in a sentence and shows how they are connected. For example, I'm getting good grades because I study every day. The word study here is one of the example of conjunction because it connects two words. The first word, I'm getting good grades. The second word, I'm study every day. Because the word because connect the two word or the two ideas or the two phrases. Another example, Ariel and Jalbindo are my favorite friends. So the word and is one of the example of conjunction because it connects two word or two ideas or two phrase. And let's proceed to the second to the last of the part of speech, which is preposition. And preposition shows the relationship of a noun or pronoun to another word, and they can indicate time, place of relationship. For example, I left my homework on the tricycle. So the word on there is one of the example of the preposition because stated way ago according to the definition shows the relationship a noun or a pronoun to another word, and they can indicate time, place, or relationship. Another example, I hide my documents in the cabinet. The word in there is one of the example of preposition. Then the last part of speech is interjection. An interjection defines is a word or phrase that expresses strong feeling or emotion. It is a short exclamation. For example, Pew, I passed my mathematics test. So the word pew there is one of the examples of interjection because it is a short exclamation or it is a word or phrase that expresses a strong feeling or emotion. Another example, oh, you should have seen a rainbow. So the word oh there is one of the example of interjection because it is a word or phrase that expresses also a strong feeling or emotion. And now let's proceed to the tenses, the past, the present, and the past, the future, and the definition under examples. Okay, so the past, the tense that is used to describe events or action that happened in the past. For example, I walk to school. The word walk to school. The word walk is one of the example of past. Another example, I play I played basketball. So the word play basketball is one of the example of the past. Then second one is present. And present define the tense that is used refers to events, action, condition that are happening all the time or exist now. For example, I walk to school. Walk is one of the example of present. Second one is I play basketball without ed. So play is one of the example of present because it is refers to event, action, and condition that are happening all time or exist now. The last tense is future, and future define the tenses. The tense that is used to describe things that haven't yet happened in the present time, but which are expected or likely to occur in the future. For example, I will walk to school. So will walk there is one of the example of future tense. It because describe the thing that haven't yet happened at the present time and but which are expected or likely to happen in the future. Another example, I will play basketball. So will play is one of the example of the future. It because it describes also the thing that haven't yet happened at the present time but which are expected are likely to occur in the future. And that's all. Thank you for watching.